Married, slept with another man, and to regret it immediately. Husband found out I am not sure if he wants to leave me or not, but I am willing to do anything to fix it. Need advice? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Married, slept with another man, and to regret it immediately. Husband found out I am not sure if he wants to leave me or not, but I am willing to do anything to fix it. Need advice? My husband and I have been married for 12 years. Together for almost 16, we are both 34 years. We have two beautiful children, a 10-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter. My husband is a wonderful man, a very good provider, although we both worked, a wonderful father. My parents love husband more than they love me, brother, or myself for that matter. All my female friends gush over how lucky I am to have locked him down. Yet, with all the above, I had an affair. I've met this other man at work. He works in the same building as myself, a different office, different floor. He was taller than my husband, spends more time in the gym than my husband. He has no family of his own, perfect chiseled chin on some liquor model, etc. Other men started giving attention to me, and slowly I gave in. I decided that Mr. Mom at home was not enough for me. I convinced myself that my husband is not giving me enough attention. After 2 months of courting, other man takes me to a hotel room after work, and we sleep together. It was the worst experience of my life. It was all exciting until we started having sex and it all felt wrong. There was an immense amount of guilt and shame that took control of me. I realized it was that what I wanted, that I am making a huge mistake. I went home. At home, my husband was entertaining the kids. They were in front of the TV and husband was doing theatrics for the kids, pretending to have an imaginary sword fight with an enemy. And the kids were all laughter and giggles. He was telling them a story or something. I stood there and watched them for a few minutes, then went into the shower, and no amount of water could wash the shame I felt. So I tired doing what I could to repent. I had no intention of confessing to my husband, but decided I will become the best version of myself for him. So we started having sex every day, if not possible. I made sure he would get at least a BJ. Started cooking more at home, started having date nights again because my parents were more than happy to babysit. At the end of a simple phone call, I can say that our relationship was better than ever. 6 weeks later, other man approached me to work and told me he wanted to repeat our session. I told him, no, that it was a mistake, and to leave me alone. He insisted, and I told him I love my husband and that other man is net half the man my husband is. Later that day, I go back home, kiss my husband, hello, have a small talk with him, and go take a shower before we go out for a movie. I came out of a shower and I could just tell something was wrong. Husband was looking at his phone and he was sobbing. I asked him what was wrong, and he hands me this phone. Other man sent him a few messages detailing how we spent together, how we planned it, screenshots of messages, the receipt from the hotel, some pictures, etc. Husband asked me if it was true, and I was truthful about everything. He asked me if I had ever intended of confessing, and I told him I would have taken this to engrave with me. I tried to explain it was all a mistake, that I regretted more than anything, that I will do anything to repent, and pleaded with him not to leave. Well, he left for 2 days. Did not answer me calls. Did not answer my text. I tried to get a hold of him at his work, but was told he took a few days off. Then he came home, spent some time with the kids, and started packing a bag for himself, told me we are done. But if I think I could do anything I want and suffer no consequences, he can do whatever he wants and damn the consequences. He then told me how much his sacrifice for us in our relationship and our marriage. He never finished the schools because our son came along, and we needed money more than he needed to finish school. He abandoned friends because Aunt was not comfortable with them. He put me ahead of his own needs and desires that he spends more time with the kids than ideal. And while he loves the kids to death, he never has time for himself. I, however, go out with friends after work. And with all this, with everything he does for me, I have the gulp that cheat on him. He loved me unconditionally through all my faults and issues. And I entertained an affair. He doesn't see how he can spend his life with someone who has no respect for him. That he should have known that all the attention have given him lately was just guilt and it was not genuine. That it is the time he concentrates himself for once and he moved out. We have individual finances. He earns almost 3 times my pay. We have a joint account where we most deposit money for bills, groceries, etc. We have another account where we deposit for kids and another account where we deposit for emergencies, savings, etc. He received his salary last week and promptly deposited his usual amount to our joint accounts. So that was a relief. It lets me think he is not completely checked out of this mess I created. We are supposed to meet tomorrow to discuss where we are and what a future will be. I wanna absolutely make it clear to him. I have made a horrible mistake, and I will do anything he wants of me. I will take more responsibilities around the house, put down from my time with friends and focus more on the kids. I want him to go back and finish school if he wants that. I am so desperate. I am willing to allow him to go and sleep with other women if that's what he wants. I'm not sure how to talk with him without standing manipulating. He never mentioned a divorce through all this and hasn't told anyone as far as I know. I have told my mother asking for advice, and she was very disappointed in me. Ask her to not tell anyone else, and to my knowledge, she has not. Him not bringing divorce into the mix gives me some hope, but I am scared of what tomorrow will mean, and what he might tell me. Maybe tomorrow he asked for a divorce. I just need some advice. My affair was a wake-up call. I don't want to lose the best thing in my life. Any advice will be appreciated. Thank you.